Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with Willie Comic Roundup. We made it through this week's Absolute Power tie-ins. Let's move on with this week's Batman books that aren't actually entitled Batman. Kicking off, we've got Birds of Prey, number 13. Where we left off, the birds had a plan to potentially uh, defeat Maya while in the pocket dimension, and first steps were being taken with this for this by Maya's sister Sela and Batgirl. The as they and as they enter the pocket dimension, so do the rest of the birds and Maya. With Sin basically holding Maya in place, and the birds pretty much lay a beating on her. And with the finale of this being Cassandra basically summons the spirits of Sela and Maya's sisters, who were killed by, who had already been killed by Maya, and it's drawing off her experience in Spirit World. And they're able to defeat her. John, Xanth, Zealot, or Constantine, Xanth, Zealot, and Mizoguchi are trying to bring get the birds back. They do. Then but the birds and their allies take down Maya, with Scylla pointing out that with all the work that Maya put into Mia's time travel, Maya never tried to save their mother. And so putting it out that Maya wasn't even looking to save her. She just wanted an excuse to take their sister's powers and become a supervillain like their mother. Maya didn't want her back. Maya wanted a cause. But all's well that ends well. And birds are going for Greek because, well, Bagheera says they never get Greek, and she's lodging a formal complaint. But Black Canary looks at her phone and says that Oracle needs to see something right then. And that is where the issue ends. I'm presuming what Oracle needs to see is the deepfake videos that were a plot point at the beginning of Absolute Power. But good story arc. It'll be interesting to see the next arc with focusing on Black Canary and going into why Green Arrow sided with Amanda Waller during Absolute Power. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Penguin, number 12. So where we left off, Penguin had killed his son, and it seemed his plot was coming along well. Black Tarantula almost about to kill Penguin. Batman prevents that from happening, but they crash in the Batmobile. Batman and Penguin crash in the Batmobile, going over a cliff. And the Help utilizes a helicopter and gets the Batmobile out of the river. The Help is sitting with Bruce in the hospital, and Penguin works at time the last remaining loose ends. Black Tarantula shooting Cobblepot's daughter. Cobblepot reuniting once again with his ex-wife. But Cobblepot talks with the agent who is his handler. She's not happy with how things turned out. But aside from the fact that Cobblepot retook Gotham, but 4th of July. Were killed for or died for him, but the objective was achieved. So yeah, her. But we get apparently Penguin made a point of telling the girl he was dating in Metropolis basically thought it was all ruse, none of it was real, but she seems to be happy. And Batman and Penguin look over Gotham from a rooftop. And the series ends with Penguin feeding birds in the park, presumably in Robson Park. The interesting story. I have to. It was an interesting story. Interesting in a good way, though. Moving on, though, to our last book for the moment, we've got Poison Ivy number 25. So, Ivy defeated the mushroom zombies and the resurrected Jason Woodrue. She thought herself was a bit of a mess, so. We've got actually a handful of stories. We've got bookends with Rewilding, Beneath the Surface, then Mushroom Hunters, and boots and handbags, and pyrophytes. Ivy is basically says, hey, we made a mess. We got to clean up. Um, but Janet is to make sure that because she fits in best, she's supposed to assess whether the chaos of the swamp has attracted any unwanted attention. Croc, there's apparently a town popped up in the middle of Slaughter Swamp. It wasn't there yet the day before, so you got to check that out. And Harley is helping Ivy with bodies. Our second story, Beneath the Surface, flashes back to one of Ivy and Batman's earlier fights. He's in the greenhouse in at Wayne Manor, and dealing with hallucinogenic plants, and but he manages to not get poisoned by Ivy. Then we've got mushroom hunters. Earlier in the year, in Wyoming, a student is guy talks to his cousin. Apparently, cousin's got some mushrooms, and they do the mushrooms. They were trying growing out a cow, and like I said, in Wyoming. But the cousin, who's a researcher, wants to go on a road trip for more of the mushrooms, for research. In Montana, they encounter a van, but they have a monitor to see if they have a way of monitoring the mushrooms, and one who provided the mushrooms feels the vibes are off on the van, but Ivy steps out of the van, and Flint, the researcher, basically, he wants to know about the mushrooms, and Ivy drives off, wishing him, hoping that they enjoy being part of the green. And, well, that's that. In Slaughter Swamp, boots and handbags, some hunters try to do a croc. He kills them. You see, it might be a town, but yeah. He states he believes to himself that he's tangled with the worst, and he's got the scars to prove it. But he's learned one thing: when you find something you can't explain, when a town appears out of nowhere, or people start giving birth to spiders, or you hear the ocean speak, you get out of there fast while you still can. That's where that story ends. Then we got the Pyrophyte. Focuses on a former MI5 agent who's become an eco-terrorist. He means to set off a few explosives around a lodgepole pine. But his former partner, as well as some members of the GCPD, are on his trail after they find the first explosive. But takes the third one is one that goes off, and the lodgepole pine spores distribute. As the former agent dies, he sees he hallucinates his partner, his former partner, is Ivy. He says that he did it for her. And once the bodies are taken care of, it's back at Slaughter Swamp. Ivy gets filled in about what happened. With first off, some guy blew up a tree in Gotham, and Janet's ear is still ringing, saying he's part of some new terrorist group. But and she says that Janet says that they should look at Croc. Croc says that he's seen some things. He'll tell Ivy later. But Ivy realizes she may have asked too much of everyone today, so she's going to make it up to everyone somehow. And we've got a blooming in 2024 and beyond art spread. Presumably the terrorist group is going to be popping up in future issues. It will also seem that Swamp Thing is, which makes sense. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Redman as a Penis. Your support is very much appreciated. And that's going to be it for now. As always, this is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.